Hi everybody. Today I'll be sharing a class on hip and shoulder stability with you. So without further ado, let's begin. Start off by laying down on your back. As you inhale, lift your right arm over your head. And as you exhale, drop your right arm down to your side. Throughout this entire movement, make sure your head is still and your neck and shoulder are relaxed. As you inhale this time, lift your left arm over your head. And as you exhale, drop your left arm back down to your side. Repeat this motion 5 times on each side. Make sure to breathe slowly and move slowly, and to move with your breath. Next, we're going to do the same thing but with a slight variation. As you lift your arm up, your head will turn the opposite direction. So as you lift your right arm up, your head is rotating to the left. As you exhale, bring the right arm down and bring your head back to center. Repeat this motion on the left and right side 5 times. Make sure to move with your breath and to breathe slowly. From here, bend your knees, and as you exhale, bring your knees into your chest. As you inhale, draw your knees gently away from your chest. Continue this motion 10 times, moving slowly and with your breath. Next, you're going to do the same knee drawing motion, except you're just going to move in one knee at a time on your exhales. Continue this motion until you've drawn in both knees into your chest 5 times. Next, you're going to bring your arms out to the sides like a T and your knees into your chest. As you exhale, twist over to the right side. As you inhale, bring your knees back to center. As you exhale, twist over to the left side, and as you inhale, come back to center. Continue this motion until you've twisted to both sides 5 times. It's okay if your knees don't come all the way down. We're just warming up. This is the first twist of the day, so be gentle with yourself. After you've twisted to each side 5 times, you're going to hold the twist for just about 30 seconds on each side. From here, keep your hands down to your sides and your knees into your chest. As you inhale, lift your feet up to the ceiling and lift your arms overhead. As you exhale, drop your arms down to the sides and bring your feet back down. Move with your breath in one slow, fluid, and smooth motion. Continue this exercise for 5 breaths. Next, you're going to keep your knees bent, your feet on the ground, and your arms to the sides. As you inhale, roll the spine up, bring the hips up to the sky, draw the arms overhead. As you exhale, roll the spine down, bring the hips down, draw the arms down to the sides. Continue this motion for 10 fluid breaths. From here, find your way onto your belly. Bring your feet together and keep your glutes squeezed in. As you inhale, bring your chest and heart up. As you exhale, bring your head down to the ground. So inhale, you rise up. Exhale, you fall back down to the ground. Move slowly and smoothly with your breath 10 times. After you've done this exercise 10 times, you can take a small break and we'll try the same thing with a slight arm variation. As you inhale and come up, you'll bring your arms out to the sides like an airplane. And as you exhale and come down, you'll bend your elbows and bring your hands to your sides. Repeat this motion 10 times. From here, find your way onto your hands and knees. And as you exhale, sit back down onto your heels. As you inhale, come back onto your hands and knees. And as you exhale, come into down dog, where the tailbone lifts up to the sky and the heels press into the ground. Move through this transition between child's pose and down dog 5 times, and then stay in down dog for 3 breaths. Next, come onto your hands and knees, and as you inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest up to the sky. As you exhale, round your lower back and bring your chin to your chest. We'll do this cat-cow motion 5 times, moving with your breath, moving fluidly. You should feel the shoulder blades coming together as you inhale and come into cow pose, and you should feel the shoulder blades coming apart as you exhale and come into cat pose. For the next exercise, remain on all fours, and as you inhale, extend your left arm and right leg. As you exhale, bring your arm and leg back to center. As you inhale, extend your right arm and left leg, and then on your exhale, come back to center. Repeat this motion 5 times on each side. Then try holding the extended position for 3 breaths. From here, you're going to come onto your belly and bring your right heel to your glute. You're going to stay in this quad stretch for 10 breaths. Make sure that you're breathing into your belly and that you feel your hips expanding as you inhale. After you're done with 10 breaths, go ahead and switch sides. Next, come onto your hands and knees and cross your left arm under your right arm. Come into a twisted child's pose. Breathe in to the right side of your body and feel the extension happening on the right side of the rib cage. Stay here for 5 to 10 breaths, and when you're ready, go ahead and switch to the other side. Next, come back onto your hands and knees and bring your right knee to your right wrist and bring the ankle of your right leg to your left wrist. Fold forward and come into pigeon position. If this is too hard to hold, you can always bend the back knee. And if it's still too hard, you can always put some kind of bolster under your belly or right under your head. You're going to hold the pigeon position for 5 breaths on each side. Next, come onto your knees and bring your left foot forward. We're going to do some dynamic lunges. So as you inhale, lean forward, and as you exhale, come back to center. Make sure that the knee never goes in front of the big toe. You're moving with your breath, smooth, fluid motions. You're going to do this for 5 breaths, then hold the lunge. After you're done, go ahead and switch sides. Next, we're going to do the same lunge, except we're going to include an arm movement this time. So as you inhale and come forward, your arms go up, and as you exhale and come back to center, your arms go down to the sides. You're going to go through this motion 5 times, and then you're going to hold the stretch for 3 breaths, after which you'll switch sides. Next, you're going to come onto one knee and swivel the back foot inward. Turn to your side and extend your arms out wide. You're going to go through this dynamic motion 5 times on each side, and then you're going to hold for 5 breaths on each side. From here, bend your right knee and swivel your right foot. Then, extend your right arm overhead and lean over to the left side. You should feel a nice extension all the way from your fingers down to your knee. Hold this stretch for 5 breaths, then switch sides. Next, you're going to come back onto your hands and knees, and as you exhale, you'll sit back down onto your heels in child's pose. As you inhale, come back onto your hands and knees, and this time as you exhale, come into down dog. You'll repeat this motion 5 times, and then you'll hold the down dog for 5 breaths, after which you can come into child's pose for 30 seconds to a minute. Next, come onto your legs and bend over 90 degrees. Extend your arms overhead, and as you exhale, bring your elbows to your sides. As you inhale, extend your arms forward again, and as you exhale, bring your elbows to your sides. You'll do this motion for 5 breaths, then you'll hold your arms in the extended position for 3 breaths. Make sure that your back is straight and that your head, shoulders, and hips are in one straight line. Next, we're going to do a supported squat. So you're going to come down as low as you can while still keeping your back straight. You can use your hands as support and make sure that your knees don't go in front of your big toe. Next, we're going to do the same thing with our hands overhead. Go only as low as you can comfortably, and if you need more support, you can use a wall. As you exhale, sit down into the squat, and as you inhale, rise up. Next, come into a standing lunge. So as you inhale, your arms come overhead and you're in a lunge position. As you exhale, your arms come down and you extend both legs. You're going to do this motion 5 times on each side. Then hold the lunge for 5 breaths. From here, come into a warrior 1 position. Bring your arms overhead, bend your front knee, and make sure that your ankles are in one straight line. The toes of the front foot should be pointed straight, and the toes of the back foot should be pointed at 45 degrees. The hips should be facing forward as much as possible. Make sure that the front knee doesn't move inward or outward, but is directly in line with the big toe. Hold this position for 5 to 10 breaths, and then switch sides. From here, keep the same footing and bring your arms out to the sides. Bring your torso to face the side as well. Warrior 2. You're going to hold this Warrior 2 position for 5 to 10 breaths. Finally, come into Child's Pose or any cooling down posture you need before resting in Shavasana. Thank you for joining me for this practice. I hope it benefits you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.